Montana's news leader, this is the MTN Noon News.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us on the Noon News. I'm Andrea Lutz. The family of a slain mother says mental health played a part in her death. We'll have that story in a minute. But first, the superintendents of Montana's largest schools are coming together, expressing some frustrations with the state's top education official. Here's today's leading look. The leaders of every AA school district signed a letter to Superintendent Elsie Arnson saying they're disappointed in her leadership. The superintendents say that understaffing and a backlog of unlicensed teachers waiting for approval are driving their concerns. Arnson responded saying she takes the concerns and feedback humbly and seriously. We are learning more about the genetic material found in the Omicron variant. A new report says a portion of its genetic material is similar to that causes the common cold. Researchers say this may indicate the variant could end up being a mild virus rather than a lethal one. Well, the race is on in the U.S. to chase down the cases of Omicron through testing in Missoula. A Missoula health expert says testing is important when a new variant emerges, so communities can react accordingly. For those getting a rapid COVID test, he recommends a second test to be sure that you have the new variant. A newly finished mural along Kalispell's shared use trail system is vandalized with hate speech. The mural was constructed to beautify pedestrian underpasses in Kalispell, and officials found anti-Semitic and homophobic messages scattered throughout that mural. It was done by Bozeman artist Griffin Foster. Amazon is working out what took so long to get its cloud computing service back up yesterday. Amazon experienced a sudden spike in traffic that overwhelmed the network. Well, the outage impacted a wide variety of services, including streaming sites, banking apps, grocery delivery, and baby monitors. That's today's leading look.
Going to be eyeballing those strong wind gusts today. If you drive a high-profile vehicle, especially around lunchtime right now into the early afternoon, we could see some of those stronger gusts to whip, and especially in those areas you could see there in the orange and the purples, where we could definitely see some gusts over 60 to 65 miles an hour. Then they'll start to taper off as we go along this evening. And then as we get into Saturday, it looks like those winds may want to start to kick back up, where we could see some strong gusts. But we could still be breezy over the course of the next few days. Another thing is we're going to be warmer than normal today. Look at those temperatures. A lot of 40s across the region, but we do have a cold front making its way through the region through tomorrow night. What is that going to do for us temperature wise, and do we have some snow or at least some rain, much needed rain with this? I'll let you know coming up.
There's always more to the story than the initial reports that come in and the details documented in court records. Well, this is a perfect example. Tonight, the Bergman Cook family is reeling in pain, not only for the loss of their mom, but for the tragic facts that led to this situation, and has left their youngest brother behind bars.
A loving, caring mom. She was always there to make you laugh.
67-year-old Cynthia Cook, a Billings mother of 3 boys, Micah, Isaiah, and Jonah.
He really didn't start showing signs until he was about 19, 20.
The baby diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia.
He was just quite the character. He told me he just can't remember the little boy he was.
He was energetic, positive, always wanted to be around us, always wanted to be involved in whatever we were doing. Who he is now is not the Jonah we knew from before.
The last 10 years, his illness eating away at his mind as the family struggled to find a safe place or effective treatment.
She was a mother first before she was anything else, and she couldn't see her son on the streets, no matter what condition he was in, so was willing to take him back to eat, a roof over his head, warm clothes, and not be alone on the street dealing with his mental illness.
In and out of Warm Springs, hospitals, and jail. A broken system, leaving this mom to care for her son.
Mental health is a serious issue in this country, and it shouldn't be stigmatized.
These brothers now trying to sift through the tragedy.
We just hope it doesn't happen to any other families, because I don't want anyone to ever have to go through this.
The story is a lot deeper and a lot more tragic than it reads on paper.
Because it's true. There's no love as deep as the love of a mother. In Billings, Janelle Slade, MTN News.